Good morning, evening and afternoon, and welcome to part 62 of Aokana, Ao no Kanata no fō Rizumu. Last time it was a bit of an alright episode, not too big in terms of what had happened, but the key points were Masiya has let the club know that him and Rika are now going out. He was a bit upset that there wasn't as much of a reaction, or that they already knew. And second part was mainly about how he wants their club and Takafuji Academy to work together to do the best they can in the upcoming tournament. And it was interesting to see how he has the support of everyone, in a sense. Both SunaeVN and Aoi, both there to help him and acknowledge what he wants to do. Then lastly, we had ended off with Masiya going to Rika and letting her know about how everything is and how everything is going well, and then he had asked her out on a date. Then we ended off with how she just wanted give her a few minutes, then she took out her laptop and started working on something. That's where we ended off with. I doubt there's anything going to happen right now. At first I thought there might have been another scene coming soon because there's a word in this they used. Parents not going to be home for a bit, then both living in a room, so on and so on. I don't know. It could still happen, but with them talking about the date and everything like that, I don't think so. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what else we can really expect. I don't think we're going to go straight into the date itself. Probably going to be a bit of talking, bit of things going here and there, and then maybe we'll probably hit it near the end. But yeah, let's see where this is going to go. That's the one she uses to update her blog, right? I think this is the first time I've seen her using it in front of me. We spend most of our time talking together, talking, so she's never really had a reason to use it before. Rika's dead serious. She's staring at the screen so hard that I'm starting to get curious. What are you looking at? Let's take a quick peek. Rika gets angry and forces me back into my seat. Sorry. Wait, why do I apologize? I didn't even do anything wrong. Well, I mean, you're going to, but... Well, I'm sure everyone's got their own secrets, but yeah. What? It is? But that just makes me want to look more. What's she writing? Maybe it's about me? Thinking about it too hard will give me a migraine, so I better stop there. Stop here. Well, that's perfect. Whenever big events happen on this island, flight areas get restricted. I wonder if she's doing it in this sense so that she knows she won't possibly run into anybody, like they did with SunaeVN at the mall at one time. Hey, wait, you already decided we're going to Iron Mall? Oh, sorry. Oh, sure. There's nothing particularly wrong with that, I guess. It's just, we're finally going on a real date, but she wants to go somewhere we've been already? Seems kinda lame, you know? I mean, I wouldn't say that, but okay.
では次、引きますよ。
I wouldn't say that's what she really says. It's more like, alright, next, where shall we go, or let's go, in a sense. It's hard for me to say, but yeah. Rika runs her hands over the mouse and keyboard like a pro. It's weird how good she is at this, when you consider how much trouble her internet connection was giving her at one point.
最後に天気予報はと。嬉しいです。見事に快晴ですね。
Rika's serious expression has been gradually softening. You still haven't actually given me an answer. Rika's eyes widen as she realizes her mistake.
それはもう。
Yeah, this sentence is more like, isn't that obvious in a sense? Her expression is more serious than I've ever seen.
行きたいです。ものすごく、とっても。
She finally answers. That settles it then. Wanna head out at 10?
はい。
Well, I guess I should get home and rest up. I stand up and I'm about to head to the door when...
まさやさん。
Rika stops me in place. And the music stops.
デート誘ってくれて嬉しいです。それじゃあ、おやすみなさい。
Click that by accident.
デ
Let's
ー
go
ト
back there.
誘ってくれて嬉しいです。大好き。それじゃあ、おやすみなさい。
Matt. I wonder how he says it in Japanese. Oyasumi. It's just a really minor thing. Instead of just saying good night, she just says night. Yeah, it's extremely minor, but whatever. I've been planning on having Sunday be a day off anyway. Too much practice kills motivation, especially in the cases of Misaki and Mashiro. I'm just glad that Rika's even more happy about my invitation than I thought. I love you, huh? Holy shit, how do three simple words hold so much power? Okay. It's hard to keep myself from grinning like a fool. I gotta try and sleep. Okay, so nothing did end up happening. The next day. The skies are as clear as Rika said. The weather's perfect. Normally I'd say this is perfect weather for flying circus, but not today. The clock has finally hit 10. So I guess it wasn't, I was expecting a little more before we hit it, but okay. Okay, let's go. I guess it's one of the positives of being next to each other. I kick my tense body into action and walk out of the house.
おはようございます。
She's nervous. Rika's already waiting outside. She isn't wearing her uniform today. I mean, obvious. Morning.
ちょっと緊張してます。私。
I guess we're in the same boat. Haven't we met in front of our houses like this before?
そうでしたね。偶然行き先が同じで。でも今日は偶然じゃないんですね。
Nope. Here he says, like, it's almost like it's an affirmation, like confirming something in a sense, like you're agreeing with something. Sure. Today is the first time we've arranged to go somewhere together in advance. This is all so new, which makes it exciting.
行きましょうか。
Yeah. I'm kinda surprised.
行く先がですか？
Rika checked online, then said she wanted to go to Iron Mall, which is where everyone always goes. I considered a possible option, so I didn't object, but I can't say I expected it either. Yeah, we can go to Iron Mall whenever.
それはちょっと理由があるんですけど。
So knowing that now that we know that Rika likes food, so I can only expect or suspect anyway that she found that there's like a special or Sunday only event, something at a food place that she wants to go to. I'm guessing. You do?
今は内緒です。今はちょっと。
Okay. I wonder what it could be. Before long, we arrive at Iron Mall. It's Sunday, so there are families all over the place. Plus, there are also some other couples around. There's a show based on a popular kids anime going on in the lobby, meaning it's crowded with people. The booth for lost children is already taking action, with the store attendant desperately trying to soothe a sobbing girl. This is just like every weekend at Iron Mall. Now, where did Rika run off to? You already lost her? There are multiple reasons that I'm looking around the mall. Number one, the moment we got here, Rika ran off on her own. She said, "Please wait right there." Number two, she hasn't come back yet. She never even gave a time frame actually. Number three, there's nothing else I can do to kill time. All the stores I'm interested in are on the second floor. Maybe she wanted to pick up something from a nearby store? No, she would have just asked me to tag along if that was true. Left with nothing else to do, I kill time, people watching. Oh, she's happy. And going up and down. Rika finally returns completely out of breath. I'm guessing that's their way of showing she's out of breath. Oh, it's fine, but what got into... Oh. Yeah. Just as I thought. TLC tendies love care. Tasty, tasty, guaranteed, or guaranteed tasty. I don't know how you read that one, but anyway. Let's see. Chicken to tsukuttemasu. Wait, what? Tsukuttemasu is like tsukuru is to make or to make. Same thing. Anyway, the teimasu is like continuous form, like it's ongoing, like you're continuously making it. But I think that's teimasu. This is temasu. Chicken to with chicken. Anyway, mango Kokoro no Ki? I have no idea what that's saying. Yeah, I can understand why they did this because even to me the Japanese is a bit confusing. Yeah, okay. Bags full of piping hot chicken would swing from each of Rika's hands. You went to buy those? She gives me an incredibly cheerful reply. These bags are from a different store. Instead of Chickenlicious, they say... Aokana Oshisa. That is... Oshisa is delicious or tasty. Kekko. I wonder if it's for a chicken sound. Kekko. I know Kekko des is more like I'm perfectly fine, thank you, or it's like you like saying everything's okay. But I'm pretty sure that's trying to make an onomatopoeia for that. Okay, I'm sorry for constantly changing back and forth, but I'm just quite curious. So yeah, this Chickenlicious one I can understand with. The second one I'm not too sure about what they're trying to say in the Japanese one. Even ignoring that terrible pun, this does seem to be different from what we had last time. This isn't the same chicken, huh? That's why. Rika's so happy about this chicken that you'd think she's talking about clothes or jewelry. Well, we already know her character. Is this why you wanted to come to Iron Mall? And sorry if I keep doing this today. The sodes that she said at the end is more like that's true or that is correct. So yes, that is correct or that is true. She mutters, clearly embarrassed. So she's just sorry about that. So you suggested we come here for our date. I don't mind that she wanted this fried chicken, but it is a rather odd match for her personality. How so? We already knew that she likes food. I'm a bit confused about that. Okay. I'm confused by that. She thrusts the bags in front of my eyes. On Yelp. I don't see anything regarding that in the Japanese, so I'm guessing that's something in. Because I probably don't know of anything that's similar to that. So I'm a bit confused by that. Anyway. She realized that she's going a bit too much. Rika finally notices the dumbfounded expression on my face. I mean, I wouldn't be dumbfounded. I'm sure surprised, but I'd be kind of happy because she's happy about explaining what she enjoys.
とりあえず一口どうぞ。
Rika holds the bag out toward me. Sure, thanks. This is all way too familiar. Regardless, I grab a piece of chicken and pop it into my mouth. Oh, this is good. The sauce is much richer than it was last time, to the point where I feel like I'm getting addicted already. The meat tears off the bone easily too, which enhances the experience. I get why people line up for this.
でしょ？よかったです。
Still, no one would expect her to be in that line. I'm sure she stuck out like a sore thumb. How so? So if I keep picking at these things, but I'm just confused because, I mean, what's wrong with a person lining up to get chicken? Okay. It is great, but... Rika, like... Sorry, I'm just confused. By any chance, hyotoshite, like by any chance... The pieces of the puzzle all start coming together. She looks up fried chicken joints online, she has plushes of cows, pigs, chickens in her room. Well, actually, yeah, maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it's not just food she likes, but just meat. Her specialties dishes are pork stew, pork saute, and stir-fried liver. There's only one possibility. You love meat, huh? The wing Rika's raised into her mouth freezes in the air as she begins trembling. An expression of grief washes over her face as she holds that awkward yet impressive pose.
わかってしまいましたか。
I mean, it was kinda obvious. It's fine, just eat already. Rika finally drops the chicken into her mouth. A delighted smile forms on her face. And immediately following that, she looks dejected. Not up to her standards? Or what an odd call.
いつかはバレると思ってましたが、結構早かったですね。
That's why she was sighing. It was pretty obvious. I mean, the way you were talking, it didn't seem like it was, but okay.
マサエさん、こんなにお肉大好きなのってダメでしょうか。
Huh?
いや、だからなんか変じゃないですか。女の子でお肉大好きキャラとか、その。
Okay, that's an interesting thing here. Here she's saying, it's strange, isn't it, for someone to love meat this much? But interestingly enough here in the Japanese, they specifically say onanoko, a girl, to love meat this much. I wonder why they dropped that in the translation. Unless she's going to say in the next line. Nope, never mind. Because that to me is quite a big thing. It's not just, is it for someone to love meat, but isn't it strange for a girl to like meat this much? Let me just... So here he's saying obviously he doesn't really care too much about it. He never thought about it. He himself likes meats. Yeah, it's just a weird thing not saying, including the girl part there. It's a little unusual to be this obsessed, but not unheard of. Okay, so this is actually quite intrigued. Let's see the difference in size. Don't judge her for it anyway. She looks really, really happy right now.
変だと思われたらどうしようかと思ってました。すごくほっとしました。あとマサヤさんもお肉好きだって聞いて、それもすごく嬉しかったです。さあ、それじゃあこっちの塩だれ手羽先の方も。で、マサヤさん？
Rika goes off into her own little world and starts rambling again. But she suddenly stops once she notices the expression on my face. You know, Rika, what expression was he using? You're a real airhead at times. It's adorable. Airhead? I just want to look this up quickly. I needed to take a look to see if that is correct. A tennen, which in a sense can translate to natural airhead, but also like spontaneity, whatever. It just, I didn't quite get where they got their airhead from. Why is she all of a sudden an airhead? I'm just probably just lost out of that. Anyway. Rika trembles as she slams her body into me. I'm sorry. I apologize, but she doesn't stop. She keeps repeating to herself. More than I thought we would, even. I'm just glad we managed to fit everything in one bag. Now all we have to do is separate our stuff when we get home. Being neighbors sure comes in handy. So, is this the shop we're going to next?
はい、こっちです。その通りをまっすぐ行って。
Rika points directly ahead. According to the map, it's only a few hundred meters away, so we should arrive soon. Oh. Rika and I walk by the arcade. I like these types of CGs sometimes, because actually we haven't been getting too many of them. Because I like these where you can see where their eyes are focused, and sometimes they'll look forward, look down, look back to the main character, and especially when you show their arms as well, with them going out now as well, you can see that probably might try to hold hands as well now. I'm holding our bags, but Rika is staring at it as we walk. Okay, yeah. Unfortunate that your hand's not empty right now. What? Want to get something out of the bag?
Oh, いえいえ、そうじゃなくてですね。荷物、私も持ちましょうか?
Nah, that's cool. It's not all that heavy, so I'm good. Unfortunately, he's not picking up on what she wants to do.
いや、その、一緒に持ちたいなって。
Ah. That's what you mean. Sorry.
そういうことです。
そういうわけです is whatever she said. It's more like affirmation, like confirming it again. Like that is the case. Now that I realize what Rika means, I temporarily let go of the bag. Then I link it between our held hands. Is this what you wanted?
はい、そうです。
Seems I did the right thing, since Rika's aiming a beaming smile at me.
すごく付き合ってるっぽくていいですね。
Yeah, same. We hold hands all the time. But this slight change is enough to make it all feel new and exciting.
こういうの一度やってみたかったんです。
Yeah, I know what you mean. I start thinking about how incredible it is to have a girlfriend. Even small, inconsequential things like this make me stupidly happy. But now that we're at this point, I have the urge to go further. Rika, there's something I'd like to do.
はい、いいですけど。
I want to change the way we're holding the bags.
持ち方ですか？
Yeah, let's try this. I link my fingers with Rika as I hold her hand. Now we're holding hands just like they do in the movies. If you want to say something, go right ahead.
いえ、別にないですけど。
Maybe we should stop?
せっかくなんですからしばらくこのままでいましょ
If you laugh again, I'm stopping.
うよ。笑いませんって。だって私も今すごく幸せですから。
Kinda feels like you've got me totally... Okay. So I just don't like the English phrase. Just had a little pause there again. So I wanted to just look this up because this, I can understand why they used this. Mainly because this sentence here, なんだか俺ずっとリカの尻、how do I say this again? 尻に敷かれてそうな気がする。So this word here from 尻に敷かれてそうな. This is to be like led by, or a literal translation to be dominated by. So he feels like he's constantly being led by or being dominated by Rika's movements. Like a good example sentence that I found was his wife leads him by the nose. So that's why I can understand why they used the term totally whipped, but that is like I wouldn't really say it exactly like this, but it's more like an Urban Dictionary type of translation, in my opinion. But I'm getting way off today, so leave it as is. But yeah, that's what kind of got me there.
気のせいですよ。 帰ってきちゃいましたね。
Man, time flies when you're having fun.
本当にそうですね。
We continued shopping for a while, then had some tea while chatting. Before we knew it, it was evening. Time really flies when you're having fun. That phrase feels truer than ever today. Do you want to talk through our windows later?
今日ってまだ時間大丈夫ですか？
Yeah, I've got nothing planned.
じゃあちょっとお願いがあるんです。
Oh. Rika's request is a simple one. It's quite a rare CG of the main character. She just wants me to watch her practice. We've flown the whole way home together, but something feels special about us practicing now. We change into our practice gear, then once again take to the starry sky. That's it. Stabilize both your legs. Go slowly.
Hi.
I support Rika's back as I check her form. Don't move your arms to fix your balance. Shift your center of gravity to keep yourself stable. So just 1 second. What was it? I was just thinking because he said I support Rika's back as I checked her form. I just thought you can't really touch each other while you're in the sky because of the anti-graviton particles or whatever that whole thing was. So I just thought maybe he is actually supporting her back by holding her. But then I thought that's a bit of a plot hole-ish type thing there, just forgetting about it. But anyway.
わかりました。
We do our regular practice session, then continue our days by flying further than normal.
あっちの山の方って行ったことありますか?
Yeah, I used to go play there all the time. There's a lighthouse that looks real beautiful.
ちょっと行ってみてもいいですか?
Sure, let's go.
こんなに楽しかったのは久しぶりです。
Rika suddenly mutters those words as we're flying around. Are you talking about our date? Rika nods.
高藤ではずっと気を張ってばかりだったので。
Well, yeah. She must have gone out with friends and stuff, right? Rika seemed to get along with the other members of her club during practice, so I assumed they were friends. They didn't seem to be faking anything, at least.
あります。でも、やっぱり部活のことを最初に考えちゃいますね。
I see. I thought she was getting along with her friend Takafuji, but maybe that's not the case. Actually, I don't think that's quite right. Even when she hangs out with her friends, because this is Rika we're talking about, she probably ends up unconsciously putting up a filter. So I guess having someone like me, who she can just be herself around, is really important to her.
以前はそういう友達もいたんです。
Sorry, just 1 second. Okay. Well, this is a surprise. Rika's had a lot of chance to tell me about her past, but she's choosing this moment for whatever reason. She said she didn't want to talk about it until she was ready, so I never pressed the issue. Though, that doesn't mean I wasn't curious. At the last school you were at? Alright, I remember there was a big thing about that. And that there was a possible connection between her and Kurabuchi, but we're not too sure. Rika nods.
私、この島にいたって話はしましたよね。
Yeah.
その頃の友達とは気の置けない仲でした。真帆ちゃん、すずちゃん、あきなちゃん。みんなとは霧島中央学園で一緒に FC をしていました。今でも連絡を取り合ったりしてて、その子たちとは交流が続いています。
Oh, so when you said everyone before, you were talking about your friends from Kirishima. I recall the words slipping out of her mouth and her trying to play it off back when she first started practicing at Kunahama. Just now, I managed to work out that she was thinking of her friends from Kirishima Central.
はい、そうです。 の頃の友達に私が頑張ってるところを見せたくて。
A happy smile forms on Rika's face, but it soon clouds over.
一つだけ気がかりがあるんです。
What's that?
鹿島の頃、もう一人大切な友達がいたんです。さっちゃんっていう子でした。私が FC を始めるきっかけになった子なんです。
Did she teach you? Rika nods.
はい。フライングサーカスっていう競技があることを教えてもらって、一緒に練習をしていました。上の学校に行くとき、離れ離れになっちゃったんですけど、その時に約束をしたんです。
Oh?
子供同士のたわいない約束なんですけどね。フライングサーカスを続けよう。そしてどこかでまた会おうねって。もう向こうはとっくの昔に忘れてるかもしれないのに、何年も前の話ですしね。こういう引きずって引っ張って何も断ち切れない、諦めきれないめんどくさいのが私なんです。
I see. Rika's a hard worker. She's the hardest worker I know. Sorry, she's the hardest worker I know even. But at her core, she's a lot like me.
ちょっと気持ち悪いですよね、こういうのって。
Rika mocks herself with her laughter. I keep my expression still, listening to her in silence. Not at all. The past is important. It can trap you, but it can also save you. I know that person's past can be so harsh that they don't want to ever speak of it. However, I also know that the promise Rika made with her friend is something precious. Honestly, hearing about your past has just made me fall in love with you all over again. Rika's expression makes it clear that she's struggling to remain calm. I love how much you value the past.
さやさん。
Rika calls my name. Looks like she's about to burst into tears. Again, it's one of those moments where it's nice and interesting, but I just mentioned it before that there should be the particles separating them two from interacting, which did, honestly saying, kind of kill the mood for me in sense, in terms of seeing this moments between them. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna leave it here. I might actually start my mentality right now is a bit out of there. Anyway, I don't think there's anything gonna be more to this. Honestly, there was, when they were flying earlier, there was a chance that I thought them, because even I had forgotten about the whole particle thing. But I was thinking that it would be funny if they had an age scene in the sky, but because of their ability to fly. But then I'd remembered they can't because of this whole thing. But then they do this, so they might. So anyway, so this episode was a bit troublesome for me. It was nice. The acting was nice and interesting. It was nice to see a bit more of Rika as well. You can tell they're opening up a lot more with each other. And the issue I have is knowing a bit of Japanese, because I'm sure people who don't know anything about Japanese or anything like that will be able to play this without any issue. But because I know, and because I am looking out for those, not really mistranslations, but inconsistencies, it's kind of shifting the way I'm viewing the series itself, or the moment in time, I should say. I'm still enjoying it, still loving it, but it is kind of dragging me away from it. I'm trying not to focus on it, but it unfortunately is hard for me to do that. But yeah. Not much to really say. I'm still gonna keep doing it. It's just the way it is. But yeah, it was quite interesting in certain parts of the translation today. Earlier, when she was talking about her friends, I was wondering if, like I mentioned before, there was a slight possibility of a connection between Kurobuchi and her. So when she mentioned the friend's name Sachan, I went to look her at the voice to see Kurobuchi's first name, but it was Kasumi, and not something else. The only Saz in terms of Sachan would be Saki, and they try to shorten it by being instead of Saki-chan, it would be Sachan. It's the only thing I could think of, but I don't think that is the case. But there's again Mysterious Skywalker, but I think that Masked Skywalker is going to be related to Asuka. I think that was the case, but I can't remember. I can't remember who that one character was going to be connected to. But anyway, it could also be Tatooine Sa, but I doubt that. Anyway, so Rika's actually quite an interesting character now that we know more about her as well. Mainly because she's always trying to hide herself by being serious and hardworking, but we now know that she's hiding a lot of her past as well as a serious meat lover. Which again, I don't understand that whole thing, but anyway, I can understand the parts. Again, I'm going back to that part because it was a bit confusing for me. Was the English translation for it was that, is it odd for a person to love meat this much? If you were to take that sentence as itself, no issue with it. But then when you add the, is it wrong for a girl to like meat this much? Then you start to think that, I know obviously some girls would be a bit conscious about that. Because there's a stereotype about how men like meat and no vegetables and all those types of things. So when a girl does it, then it starts to be a bit more conscious about it. So that's where I feel like it added a bit different feeling to it, just because of one word missing from it. So I find that quite interesting. But anyway, yeah. So next time I can see we might go into this a bit more. Honestly, I do feel like there might be an each scene soon. And I would honestly be confused if they do it in the air, unless there is something I'm completely forgetting or missing, but about the whole being not able to touch. But anyway, Yeah, I definitely am forgetting something then. I think it was something to do with, because I remember there in the past they were holding hands one time flying with Asuka, I think it was. Yes, and right in the beginning. So yeah, there definitely is something I'm missing. I think it was something about how you can... Is it something to do with the flying shoes itself? Is it about the flying circus shoes is the thing that creates the particle effect? But I thought it was when you fly that creates the particle effect. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've talked about it. So yeah, maybe I'm completely forgetting about that whole talk they were talking about. So if that is the case, I do apologize for that whole talk about earlier. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. So that is probably going to happen next. Not too sure what after that. So we'll find out then. Yeah. Other than that, I did enjoy it. So we'll see what goes next. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please know what your thoughts. And I'll see you all next time.